Hey, I'm Marcus and I'm playing Crusader Kings 3. As of the time I'm recording this, it is the Easter weekend of 2026. So I thought, I have some spare time. And we are currently at such an exciting point in the game that I can just, record some more episodes. And yeah, like I said, we are at a very exciting point here because we've just gone feudal. So our administrative system that we have had for the longest time is now actually a feudal system. There we go. We are a feudal realm. Now that comes with some changes. Mostly we don't have the split between our personal wealth and our treasury anymore, which makes things easier. But as you do see, we currently have a minus 5.8 going on. But that's fine, actually, because if you look at it, that is mainly due to court amenities. And I think those are for administrative systems, because it's way too high. That's not what it should be. So let's just go over here and just, for now, because I've just changed it here, I cannot take that back. Let's just go back on fashion for a bit. So it says here the new cost would be 38.97, but let's see. There we go. Did change to that, but let me just check. Let me just put 1 day forward, maybe, or 2 days. No, it's there we go. There we go. It's plus 19.3 now because our court amenities are set down to like minus 12. Good stuff. Anyways, though, we have a shadow over Vukovar. To walk through Vukovar is to be treated to a dreadful symphony of human suffering. Pestilence has come to this unassuming hamlet. Where is that, then? Is that, Alright, okay. There we go. The skin of the infected is deep red and covered in lumps and bumps. Countless fresh scars cover the skin from endless itching, and those hopeless eyes are bloodshot and red. Already people are calling this affliction chickenpox. At least half of the peasant population have been infected, and it's only a matter of time until it spreads to the nobility. Well, in that case, yeah, we should summon the physician. So let me just check. Okay, it came from up here. Oh, and it's actually, yeah, it's a bad one. There we go. The chickenpox. Is that a historical one? Because that's usually not how they are named, right? They're usually named after the region or after the ruler, after the predominant culture and so on. But not just chickenpox. Maybe that is, in fact, a historical one. Anyways, okay, so it's been traveling down from northern Hungary down to the Danube area, so that's now we caught it too. Okay. Started in September 1146. I don't think it will spread that much further into our realm, so that should be fine, theoretically. Alright. I guess we're dealing with that. Our personal physician is controlling plagues. Okay. Although I think that just counts for our own counties, right? Not for that one here. That is, well, at least it has a 12 because they have a sick house. Okay. Oh, and it says personal position +5, but I guess if I change that, yeah, changes nothing here. But again, that, yeah, sounds reasonable to have that at that moment. Also making some other changes here, I think. Yeah, that might, because I just thought in my mind, didn't I do that before? But then again, I had this hiccup last time where I had to reload and play through a whole year again and then missed some things, and that was probably one of them. Just let me have a look if there's anything else I need to do. Looks alright until here, okay. So, what are the boons? Like, why have we done this? Mostly because of the military. As we do see, we now can have 15 knights, which is amazing, and we can have a second accolade. I will take a look at that in a moment. And we have invited some knights to court. So you do see here they are. There's one of them, Brigesta. I guess he's already 42 and obese. He's not going to make it long. So there we go. Oh, what do my eyes spy? Jurislav is also inclined to like men. There we go. Yeah, reasonably handsome. We can recruit him to court. 25 gold is fine. That's reasonable. So he's here. Domaslav. Yeah, looks good as well. There we go, only 15 gold. So there we are. Yeah, usually what I do is I forbid... There we go. I guess I can do that via the Knight Manager also. I could say that, first of all, I don't want people with poor prowess. Or maybe I should... No, I will keep it that way, because we have our marshal set to train commanders, and therefore even like guys like him, like Albrecht here, he can go easily to 12, 13 by just, you know, being trained. And so vassals, I don't... Barons... Right, barons would be fine, but not rulers. There we go. So that should have an effect in a moment, I hope. Because the rationale is I don't want Adam here to fight in my own army. I want him to control his own armies. With the more interactive vassals mod, that is something that he can do. Right, he can join our causes especially when we're defending, and then he can control his own armies instead of being a knight in ours. But that guy here, Christoph Brebia, Petar of Budimir, yeah, okay, they can definitely... Wait a second, are they all... He is Feudal. And that is Brebia. Brebia is... Ah, there we go. Yeah. That is obviously not what we want. I guess what I could do is again... yeah, change... change his government so he could stay administrative. Which makes sense. As you do see, they still had some leftover treasury from their time when they were administrative. So yeah, they changed that option there. Guess it's a bit buggy, the going feudal option. That also changed every single one of my direct vassals, and some of them rule over cities, and that doesn't work. Okay, so by the way, we do have our Archbishop here who has this insane amount of gold, and I hope that now, right, there's no treasury cost here anymore, that's just gold cost. I hope that he will start investing, because that's what he should do. Anyway, I'll quickly... Jesus Christ, what a sourpuss. Anyway. Yeah, I will just quickly change these guys here back to administrative. Which I guess would also be good for our finances. I guess that shouldn't count for anyone else, right? Let me just... Alright, okay, she is holding that one here, and that obviously is not something that she should do. So I hope that one will be mended. But I guess... Oh. Okay. Do I need to do that for everyone now? That's a bit... That is not nice. Oh, that poor guy here is a court jester. How did he deserve that? Yeah, okay. I guess that's also why we have little income right now. We could have way more because they are not producing any wrong type of holding. Due to being the wrong type, for the holding produces no levies or taxes. Guess we can give it a bit of time. Maybe that changes. But for our direct vassals, at least we can change that. I guess that is all our direct vassals here. Right. That's Bribia. That's... yeah. Okay. Okay. Anyways, we're here. So we do have knights. And... let me just... like, does that change at some point? Oh, there we go. We need some prevention. Oh, I guess there's no need for desperate measures. We can just choose a soft approach. He's still knight though, right? Where can I... yeah, okay, still a knight. So, don't know why it's not working. Maybe it takes a bit more time. In any case, I could just say forbid. There we go. Forbidden, forbidden, forbidden. Forbidden. And, yeah. Oh, there we go. Early prevention is a success. Okay. Yeah, so by the way, we can have a second accolade. I was scouting here, and I think Braslav would be a nice choice because he can be an archer. The Knight of the Geranium. Okay. What do we choose here? I guess Tactician is great. Let's just pick that for the moment. Maybe we find something that's a bit better suited at some point. Alright. Ah yeah, okay. So we do have a new selection here. And for whatever reason, House Priepolje, that are just the... he's the Župan of Zlatibor, so that's here in Raška. He is, for whatever reason, now a powerful... Ah, yeah, okay, because he is a block leader. And there we're getting to this new mechanic that is not part of the original feudal system, but it is part of the Japanese feudal system. And therefore there's a mod here that adds these features to the game. Which is quite nice. So actually we can create blocks now, and I think we should do that. Can't do that with him because he's in our house, although I come back to that in a moment. Now they are part of a block already. Okay, so that's I guess that's a thing. Invite. All right, I can't create blocks right now because I'm at war. Oh, that's a bit of a shame. So how's it going here? It's actually going quite well for them, is it? Yeah. All right. Should we re-enter that war? I mean, we are still in it. Oh, there we go. Then all shall tremble as he takes field. His scything blows too harsh to heal. Yeah, okay. That's a statement. Maybe that tells us something. I guess what we could do is invest in the military now that we have the means to do that. So let's get ahead. We can and should probably go for Bowman now that we have the guy that can do that. By the way, what happened to our... Did all the provincial armies just go to nothing? That is a shame. They should have been converted at least. Some mercenaries. Let's try cavalry. Because we did have... Of course, we had all the provincial armies here. And, Apparently that's not a thing. Anyways, can we just quickly redistribute? Put them to split. Put them to Zadar. By the way, we also want some strike cavalry now that we can... Look, it's only 99 gold. Do you remember what we had to pay in the administrative system in order to do that? Jesus Christ. And they will be stationed there. And that is what we can do for now, I guess. So we can have a last one. Oh, so what do we have? We have strike cavalry, we have archers, we have armored footmen. What would be the natural choice? I guess pikemen or light footmen. That kind of depends on how we want to act in the field. Kind of like light footmen because we can still change them at some point or upgrade them. There we go. And I guess we could put each of them to level 2. There we go. Still comfortable there. Alright. Let's see. Oh! The wet nurse is poor. Because she has dangerous fever. That will go away. Oh yeah, by the way, we can negotiate alliances. And I guess at that point that is something that we should do. Because we still have our oath going on. And there's just like one alliance that I can't really push to that level. Croatia. Yeah, again, maybe I'll do that once that war is over. And I hope it will be over soon. Hopefully, they'll be able to capture the Kaiser here, and that will be it. Ah, there we go. My son, Vojnomir, and his wet nurse parade into my chamber. There we go. You witness a monumental occasion. Vojnomir has a mighty gift to offer you. Go ahead, Vojnomir. Tell him. Father, I lost a tooth. My son proudly presents his toothless smile, handing me a pouch with the fallen tooth inside. And now again, like, he would remember that from his own childhood. Like, oh, that's such a nice occasion. And he would remember it fondly. So he would continue it and say, lovely. Keep it as a good charm for yourself. Maybe even with an option that do it. Right, there we go. The local people have persuaded by Ban Adam's silver tongue. There he is, our good Adam. Oh, okay, yeah, he did not like that apparently. Oh, he's angry. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. that kind of made him angry. I guess. Well. Pristina. I guess we can grant that to someone. And now we have the option to also give that to two people from our court, maybe. Maybe like him, because they're not doing anything at my court. He's also not really, like, he's weak. So maybe we just grant that to another Morosini. So where is he? Oh, he's gone. Damn it. That's him, right? Ah. Now that... There you go. Right. Grand title. So again, the problem is now that he is again considered... Yep, wrong type of holding. Considered feudal. So... Change government administrative. There we go. And Pristina. I guess if we... Ah, but that bonus here, that's just too nice, isn't it? That's yeah. So let's give that to someone else as well. Or maybe can any one of them hold 2? No, they can't just hold 1. All right. Who's he? A Serb Beskond. Maybe just promote him. I guess I could do that. You would like that? I still at the -10. Okay. I guess I could turn that off for now. Gonna demand his conversion. I might accept that. I guess in that case he won't. Oh yeah, We have perks available. Do we go for serve the crown? I guess that's something we could do. Oh yeah, there's Franjo, our nephew. There we go. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Like that's a nice one to have, mainly because you get the dread option and then you get like decent control growth without actively looking for it. She can still be pardoned. I guess she would like that. And I don't see like why we would go against her. No real reason for that, right? So, okay. My gait slows as I approach a room. I fancy I can hear a voice there. Yes, there it is. I spy my mother Kumica grandly holding her grandchild Vojnomir, enraptured with the story. I listen in as well, catching only stray passages. Kumica is recounting some tales from a life well lived, and the stories of times both new and old clearly rings very true with Vojnomir, whose mouth hangs excitedly agape. Yeah, I guess I'll just let them do their thing there. There we go. Kind of nice for Vojnomir to be educated by our mother. There we go, we're at 91%. That's actually quite nice. So that should be over soon then. Yeah, because there's already gaining like passive points. Brother gave away title. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Right. Yeah, I guess that can't be helped. Some people will die. What's that then? Enemy ally joins war. Yeah, okay, they can do that. That's not going to help them. So once this is done, we can look for creating blood. Would like to do. Ah, there we go. My father, the great Kralj Vojnomir, died of old age a long time ago. Well, it's not that long ago. Yet the flame of his life still shines bright. What surrounded him everywhere now seems to follow me. Many still consider me his son, rather than a man in my own right. Just yesterday, an old peasant was praising him as if he was still alive. The time has come to step out of his shadow, to make my mark on the world, to be recognized as the great Kralj Josip II. Yeah, I guess he would be ambitious in that case. He did love his father, still does, admires him greatly, but he wants to be seen as a great figure in history as well. The clanging of mail and the clashing of swords rings in my ears as my knights practice their arms. I study them intently, trying to ascertain each one's particular strengths and weaknesses. There can be little rest for them, for as soon as the bell is rung to signal the end of the mocked melee, the stable doors are opened. It is time to bring out the mounts! Yes! Braslav glances at the mud fields at the bottom of the hill. Those could serve as the outline of an enemy army, he says. I inform the knights as I inspect their battle line, preparing them for the strategy at hand. Yeah, let's be strategic about this. The storm of hooves around me, the shouts of mounted warriors, their unyielding momentum. Riding at their head, it feels as if I'm at the head of a force of nature. This, however, is a force I direct, that responds to my every little order, that I command as if it was an extension of myself. Charging into the flanks of an imaginary army, my knights never straying from my plan, I know that this is how I bring utter devastation to my enemy. Good stuff. Oh yeah, there we go. Another perk. I guess we could go in that direction now. Organized march is always good. So yeah, at some point I guess we will seek some kind of confrontation. But where, I'm not sure. Yeah, I mean, Hungary is... oh yeah, he does have a child now. There we go. Prince Sigmund. But he's still in good health, and we can't attack him. Not possibly. We'll only have to see if his son would be weaker, maybe. Then we could go for that. Yes, I've commented that maybe we could go for Hungary, and that is, I guess, a good choice. Maybe trying to set the Danube as a... so, yeah, conquering that region here so that we have the Danube as a northern boundary of our realm. I guess that would make sense. In that case, we would need someone that has a claim, though. And Helena has a claim. That's interesting. Unpressed claim. Duchy of Somogy. Sumia, that's not interesting. Krain is not interesting. He's claim on everything. But those are all unpressed. I guess we could also go for him. Oh, would you look at that? We can just pay him a little and then he will come to our court. Yep, okay, let's do that. So we can prepare already a little. There we go, the market has been built. So we can go ahead, build something else. How about... kind of like things that make sense. So if we do have a market in place, then a storage barn would make sense. Oh, yeah. Oh, that is the King of Jerusalem. Ah, he's not doing too well, is he? Yeah, I guess it's always... Like, the first generation is kind of... does have it easier. And the second generation in Jerusalem is usually the one that really shows if they are able to hold what they have. His older brother is then the King of... Ah, Syria! Alright, yeah, okay. So they did have he did have a big realm, did he? There's Syria as well. Ah, there we go. Jupan Abugama is coming to town. And he's even bringing gold. Look at that. Taking the knee. I accept your generous gifts, my friend. Okay, so he's coming over here, but I guess that is much too late. 5 months. Yeah. That's not going to work, and he's coming for them anyway. Late this evening, Chrysanthos sought audience with me. He began to recount the tales of Bedwishka's virtuous deeds. Whispers of miracles, acts of kindness, and profound piety have not gone unnoticed by the church. So I guess that is a local then, a local saint, possibly. With a solemn tone, he announces, "The episcopal investigation in Cetina has been set in motion, my lord. The meticulous process to validate the truth of these tales has begun. Our realm is on the precipice of witnessing a spiritual journey, one that may etch Bedrishka's name in the annals of sanctity. On this matter, I'm asking for your support." He left, leaving behind an air of anticipation and reverence. The affairs of the court. That is quite a lot of money, right? So I think he lacks the personal zeal. If she is declared a saint anyway, I'd guess he doesn't need my direct involvement. Yeah. That's fine. Okay, I guess that didn't work. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to bring him back to... to get him to plus 50 now. So I guess we need those somewhere else. 99%. There you go. Getting over there. That's at 100, and I guess that's it now. Oh yeah, okay. Click away the recommending squires things. Isolate capital. Why would I do that? Do we have another one going on? No, it's still the chickenpox. But, yeah. That should be fine. There we go. That one is done. As you do see, the Byzantines are now thoroughly controlling south of Italy. And the war is over, which means we are able to ask... Ah, okay, they are already part of a block. Okay. There we go. The Priepolje block. So this guy here, he was able, in his, I don't know, yeah, very diplomatic nature, I guess, to bring the lords of, yeah, the fringes of our realms, like the northeast and east, to support him. That is obviously, that's a bit worrying. But I guess we can start doing that ourselves. So inviting Vojnomir here, which is great because we don't have that great relations with his house, so that will certainly improve that. Yeah, invite him to our house block. Well, he's now 2. We can't change that because they are in the same house, so he's in the same block as well. Those are all Gušić here, so that does not work. But I guess we can invite her. That is our own block then. And the thing that I wanted to do is to actually ask him to found a new cadet house. The reasoning here is that, yeah, they're going in a different direction, right? Adam was not the one to inherit. And this will give him some distinction. And this will also give his sons some distinction. And I mainly wanted that for his sons. But I guess when we start with him, then they will all be part of that new house. And I think, well, let me just do this because, yeah, okay, it's some prestige, that's all right. And we have to pay some renown, that's all right as well. There we go. So, yeah, I'm not sure if that's what it should be called. Maybe, again, since I want this for his sons mostly, maybe we name that house Adamić then, right? That would be fitting. I just need to quickly, I need that C with the accent on top of it. So there we go. House Winch. Yeah, that's not working. Adamić, son of the bear. All right, okay. I guess that's how he likes to call himself now. Yeah, okay. That's not the best one, but I guess we can take it. So there we go. And now we can ask him to join our house block as well. So that should give us some yeah, opposition to that block that's forming here. But it should be fine anyway. Also, I don't think we will get into conflict with that block necessarily. So, there we are. Anything else you can do, by the way? Right. Do we have... Ah! Okay, so it's possible to have a successor for that one here. Although I hope Schwaniger will make it some years. Oh, look at that. They have 6 children now. Jesus Christ. They must really... They're not even lovers. They're just producing children. Marvelous. Anyway. So there we are. So we have the cadet branch here. There we go. Go back to the... Which is fine. As you see, we still have 12 living members from our house, and that is also mainly due to Pravanik here having children. So that's all fine. That is his daughter. Yeah, that's all of them. Oh yeah, by the way, I think someone pointed that out. There is a remaining male Trpimirović, and that is the husband of Almodis here. There he is. And I guess we can invite him to our court. There we go. Trtko Stjepanić Trpimirović. Would you look at that? And they have one son. Okay. Can I actually invite her to court as well? No. Because she is at her mum's court. Maybe I'll just add him to her court then, so that they can continue having children. Maybe that's something I can do for them. Because I don't necessarily know what to do with him. Right, okay, so they've joined the block. As we do see here, our house attribute is safeguarding. So we can construct a private army. Yeah, okay, that looks Japanese then. That's a bit weird when it comes to the graphics. But as you do see, all of our house members gain martial +1. Minus 10% recruitment cost for men at arms. That's why we paid less. We have some army gold maintenance minus 5%. And since we are powerful, there's also a max men at arms regiments +1. That's great stuff. Holding construction cost minus 10%. Alright. And now our block. House Trpimirović. They apparently... There you go. How is he in here? Maybe she invited him? She brought him along? I guess... How much gold? 50. I guess I can do that with prestige. Oh, there we go. The Kaiser. Kaiser Volz is having a coronation, and I guess that one we should attend. There's still some time. Although I guess we could use that to maybe have a little walk around. Visit some places before we get there. Maybe... Well, that's quite expensive, isn't it? So what if we just went that direction? Maybe go through Pula. Maybe have a trip to Venice. See if we can... I guess we could go to Verona. And Canossa. So maybe that route here. Don't want to overdo it. It's fine. We don't need to go that direction here. That would be a bit too far off track. Arriving in April, it starts in July. So that's still all right. And then when we get back, I guess what we could do is... Alright, okay, so we've been to Rome. Oh, I see. Probably went there with our father at some point. And I guess we could have a mountaineer. Can even make haste. Venerated local shrines. That's... Yeah, alright, that's something I could do, actually. Kind of using this also to show our piety, making a semi pilgrimage out of this. That sounds nice to me. And yeah, okay, let's go. Ah, there we go. Relationship improved. Now, okay, still at quarreling. Right. Do we do something about this, by the way? Ah! We can have... okay, yeah, so if we do that, he's definitely going to call us into his war. I don't want to have that. I guess right now we still have one. There's not much else I can do though, right? I guess what I could do is visit his realm. And when I get there, do nice things to him, give him some shiny gold. That kind of stuff. I guess that is something I could do. Ah, there we go. Vitor Barbilius. And the sister has grown up as well. We do have a lot of people at our court right now. There's also a lot of guests. Do I need the guests, actually? Like, why is she a guest at my court? Guess I could just... I don't want to spend too much prestige either, because, as we do know, we can have a new innovation. And we want the Glagolitic script, god damn it. And that one's at 4,000 prestige, and I don't have that currently, so there we go. Right, okay, so that has been built. There we go, storage barn. What is the other one that we would build? I mean, the private armory is very, very, very nice with what it offers us, but again, it would just look Japanese. Just aesthetically, that's a bit weird. Maybe instead we can have something else. How about a guard house, a wandering altar, or barracks? Barracks sounds good to me, I think. What else do we have? Garden, a barn, workshop, a grain field, small vineyard, hunting lodge. You know what? Let's go with barracks. There you go. Oh, and while we're gone, Ante is pregnant again. By the way, yeah, someone pointed out that she is actually asexual. And that is interesting, right? Considering that neither of them now are, yeah, people that would be romantically inclined towards the other. And that, yeah, maybe is why they've also become friends in a way. Like, it's not like they have different expectations when it comes to what their relationship is. So there's no romanticism in their relationship. But it works out for them because they don't expect that anyway. Okay, so we're on our way to the Vatican. And there he is, Kaiser Volz. A bit unfortunate looking, apparently. Alright. I have finally arrived at Vaticano for the coronation. New chapter begins today. So what are we doing here? That is the interesting question. I mean, we certainly don't want a empire that is particularly stable. So I guess we could go with disrupt loyalists. That might be something we could do, actually. At the same time, do we really want to be that overt? And show Volz here what we are on about? What else could we do? Bear witness is always an option because we are there to, you know, we are not actually a part of this anyway. Or are we? No, I think we are, right? We are. We are still... Are we still? Where would I see that? Where do I see that? Although I think it would show up here, right? If I had the ability to do that, it would show up here. Because it always said, like, you can vote, blah, blah, blah. So maybe I can't do that anymore. So maybe I'm indeed not an elector anymore. That's a bit of a shame. I guess in that case we just bear witness. Right. I guess you would like to have a court musician. Now Magdalene can do that. Do we need the legitimacy? No, we don't need it. So yeah, it was off anyway. Good. Do we need a cupbearer? I guess that would be nice. Maybe since Janko here, or Janko, has gone so popular due to being the leader of this block here, maybe this is an opportunity to get him to participate and be someone. There we go. Yeah, again, gives us a plus 10% on tax for courtly vassals. Okay. I want a food taster as well. Albrecht of Tirol. Yeah, I guess he wants to eat the food for himself. No, that's... I don't want that. Do you want an executioner? I guess we're fine. I guess we could have a high almoner, right? Something for Chrysanthos Sodor, even like extend to Gregoras, because apparently that's what he's good at. Although the weird thing is he is Orthodox, right? So we would have to demand that, and he would not indeed. So we pay a little and we get some piety plus. Although I don't think we need that terribly either. So there you go. No, it's fine. How is our court doing, by the way, when it comes to our amenities? We are here, and it's going down to there. The baseline is 77. Do we go up again? I guess it's fine. We are fine at yeah, plus 15 is totally fine. Yeah. Still have some money, by the way. Maybe we can invest into having more money then. Let's see. I guess we can also upgrade the trade port in Zadar. "'Tis rare enough for men to admit that given chance they'd change quite a bit." What's that supposed to tell me, dear cousin? I'm not sure. One of her sons is a... I think I established that before, right? That one of her sons is a mercenary leader. Alright, they have renewed their lease. Okay. Well, but can we actually... Knights or Hospitaller available. Okay. And quite cheaply. I think I'll just finish the strategist path, I think. So... that's where we're going. Alright, that's already done as well. Look at that fighting. I really like those little images. Yeah, great stuff. What is the last one that we want? Wandering Altar, Watchtower. Defender holding advantage, control growth, legitimacy plus. Garden, a barn, a workshop. I guess we could go with a workshop. Oh yeah. Alright, the gathering is as grand as expected. Faces familiar and foreign mingle, and I hear greetings just warm enough to be polite. When the host speaks, the room quiets out of instinct. As you do see, he has lots of supporters, but the Pope is a detractor. Interesting. Kralj Josip, Kaiser Volz, calls for me with a big smile. Next to him stands another guest, a king that I am not acquainted with. Are we not acquainted with him? I guess our father went to his coronation and we were not there. This is King Światosław. Kaiser Volz introduces him. I believe you two would find much common ground, the nature of charm and charisma, perhaps. Oh yeah, charm and charisma, that's all us. I guess he would be to our liking to a degree, like being imperious. And again, yeah, I guess zealous, greedy, diligent. More interest in you. I'm a friend to everyone. But I guess having that connection here to a Przemysl, who is also the king of Poland and Bohemia, is quite nice. So yeah, we take the introduction. Guests for the coronation of my acquaintance are pouring in, all giving minor oaths, thanks for their invitations, and pledges of fealty or support. Soon it shall be my turn. Must I stand out from the crowd? Must I use my brief audience to convince the Kaiser of my worthiness? No, I don't need to convince him of my worthiness. I could give him my cheese. There you go. No, I think in that case just the usual pleasantries shall suffice. Here, have some cheese. There he is. Duchess Richinza points at our housed Kaiser Fall standing alone. Finally. This is our chance, Richinza insists. We are here to stand and witness and support his coronation. It is only fair that we get something in return. Yeah. Right. I guess that is always nice. Getting some cultural acceptance. By the way, I forgot something. We still have that one here to convince to join us. And then Illyria will be completed. Yes, there we go. Nice. Kaiser Falls takes a second to observe the crowd, rearranging his shirt. The voices of the courtiers have become as constant as the chirping of birds, and I have no doubt that Archbishop Hill intends to join them. Good Kralj, he says, sliding up to me. May I be so bold as to ask, what are your thoughts on the celebration? I have no doubt that Kaiser Falls' rule will be one of love and justice. Yeah, I guess we say, okay, yeah, long may it reign, that's fine. Not overdoing it. So what are we praying for? Strike down Kaiser Falls. Does come with some stress reduction. I guess that's quite nice to have. That is not an option he would take, I think. Again, not zealous or that much inclined. Obviously, he's not praying for the Holy Roman Empire. Well, you know what? Yeah, that's his resentful and vengeful nature. Yeah. I don't want him to do well. No. I stand at the threshold ready to lead the coronation procession when Lazaro barges forward and scoffs. My service to the crown demands I take precedence. His rude challenge disturbs the sanctity of our preparations. I mean, why would I quarrel with the Pope over this? Do I need to be seen as superior in that case? When it's the Pope, you don't really compete with the Pope, right? That's weird. I would compete with maybe someone else on a king tier level, or even like a duke. Then I would compete with them, but you cannot compete with the Pope, so by all means. And maybe I do want the Pope to stand out here, because then he's this yeah, again, this opposition to the Kaiser. Okay, so they apparently love him. The folk of Rome. Ah, that's just another squire thing. There we go. Now the priests are attending him. The priest is a call for the Kaiser to honor their holy rites. Kaiser the fealty. I guess that's the same every time, right? That's not something new. So there we are. Pope Lazaro, with subtle distaste, marks faults with the sacred golden oil. On his hands, his head, his breast, his shoulders, and the bends of his arms. There you go. There is some tension over here. And there he is. He's given the crown, which is not the crown that he should have. Where's the Reichskrone? Don't know where that is, but apparently that's the crown that they're wearing these days. And we have another son. How Igor. Is that a name we would take? That doesn't sound like a name from our family. I guess we could even go in that direction. Pick a name from that side of the family. We have a Vojnomir. Why not have a Romanos? Yeah, okay. Not all legacies are born in war. Some are crafted in stone with sweat and purpose. I will reshape the Holy Roman Empire with monuments worthy of the future. From Wien, that is Vienna, I will raise a realm not just to endure, but one that enters a golden age shaped by care and vision. Okay, well, that's reassuring. The Pope, the minor detractor here, gets 49 others. Okay, so we feast. Okay. And now the Pope is offering me a weak hook on him. That's interesting. That is very interesting. He is offering... I think he's already 50, right? Because, of course, I could ask for... I mean, she's great. Look at her. Diligent, patient, brave. Our son is... Well, yeah, okay. 6 and 11. That's a bit of a gap. He would like that anyway. Okay. Does have another daughter here, but she's not going to make it. 11 and 6. So when he's 16, she's 21. I guess that's still fine. That is something to keep in mind for now. And we do have a weak hook on him, so that's interesting. So how could we use that if not for marrying? Could demand a hostage. No, that's not working. That is not working. And now we have Count Hartmann of Strasbourg, a sickly man with a bad temper, scarred and unready. And he thinks he can outdo me in battle. Yeah, he wishes. He really wishes. That's just laughable. He's not even worth my anger. The pleading gaze I receive from my acquaintance Ursula is taking on a desperate tone. A group of guests are approaching the corner she has hidden all evening, and the walls are hindering her escape. To think a duchess would act in such a way. Do we want a hook on her as well? Of Upper Lotharingia. That's probably not a small part of them. I will distract the converging. I mean, there's no option to say it's just, okay, I do nothing. This is like actively being a dick. But I guess he is mischievous, right? Alright, okay, yep. We pull a little prank on her. What started as an ordinary feast became an exceptional one thanks to the presence of Duke Vojnomir. There we go. We spoke all evening about our men of subjects, and as things would have it, we seemed to have a lot in common. I had such a good time with him. Aww. Your Highness, starts Duke Vojnomir of Istria, a distinct odor following him to my table. You must meet this most interesting man. He has brought wondrously floral cakes of hashish. Oh, he's not drunk. He's stoned. I should have voiced that differently. Yeah, no. Thanks. Count Christopher calls my name. My dear fellow vassal Volkmar speaks fondly of you, he proudly says. taking a sip of his spiced wine. I have been looking forward to feasting with you. Well, they're all drunkards, by the way. Like someone was commenting saying that we don't have any cannibals or witches, but apparently we have lots and lots of drunkards. That's the thing. So I guess that's close to reality in that case. A Salian, okay. Alright. Well, okay. I guess we just exchange pleasantries. Not really here to make friends necessarily. Like not in the minor nobility. Okay, his reign has begun. It was an impressive coronation. Good for him, I guess. Nothing that I could do about it. Or against it. And we're going back home. Oh yeah, I forgot to read out some things. And we'll do that now when we return. First of all, visiting Ancona. Or Ancona. And that is the Arch of Trajan. The great Emperor Trajan, who begun his campaigns in Dacia from this city to commemorate his triumph, ordered the construction of a most magnificent arch, still greeting any ship that enters Ancona's harbor with memories of pride and might. Unfortunately, the bronze and gold that once adorned it have long since been stripped away by raiding Saracens. Okay, a shameful moment that will surely have to be avenged. Alright. Ah. Our son has come of age. Right. Martial education. But I guess in that case... I mean, so far we've been doing well with, even if we were raising our own sons, they still came out 1,300. Yeah, of course. No. The Festival of the Forgotten Fruits. As you and your companions traverse the fertile plains of Romagna, you're greeted by an unusual sight, a village square transformed into a cornucopia of strange and wonderful fruits. Villagers bustle between stalls displaying produce you have never seen before. Welcome, noble traveler, to the Festival of the Forgotten Fruits. Massimilian, the village elder, approaches with arms spread wide. Each year we celebrate the ancient varieties of our ancestors cultivated. Fruits that the great lords have forgotten, but that we have preserved through the ages. Schweiniger eyes the strange produce with a mixture of curiosity and suspicion. There are tiny wild pears, grapes that smell of strawberries, and figs of a deep purple you've never encountered. The Pera Volpina, the Uva Fragola, the Fico Borocciotto, the elder names them proudly. Each one a taste of history. Is that really his thing? I'm inclined to say, okay. Of course, his father would have been very much into this. I must taste these things. Don't necessarily see that in him, right? Let me compare. No, you know what? No, he's just like, thanks, but no thanks. I have more important things to do. Right, and we have now been to Ravenna, where the Sant'Apollinare Nuovo is. I think I read that out at some point, right? So, obviously, Ravenna, this very important... Okay, Zelimir of Slavonia, a lowborn. She's taken a lowborn as husband. Okay, you do you. Oh, I get to have a learning perk. I think when it comes to, like, any of these four, I guess I would actually pick pedagogy. Like, he, like, we do remember that he remembers his upbringing fondly. And he would want to do the same thing for his son too, I guess. So, there we go. Right, okay, that all costs prestige as well, and I do want to have the Glagolitic script. So let's not upgrade for now. Let us wait until we have 4,000 prestige so that I could go ahead and finally have nice Glagolitic script. What is that? What happened here? Oh. Oop. There's lots and lots of title changes. And then we have a war. So, yeah, I guess it was already in the air. The de jure of war for the Duchy of Latium. Alright, okay, so he's attacking the Pope directly. Jesus Christ, okay. I guess we're at home now, so that's not a worry. Aha. Seems to me that he's lost a war. And why does he have the same... Baron Lazar? Okay, so he's allied to a lot of people that are already dead. I'm not sure what's happening here. Okay. And something weird happened too, because he apparently lost. I guess maybe there was some kind of uprising in here that he couldn't control. He has a new wife, and she is pregnant. Okay. Oh, there he is. There's the brewing thing again. And I guess this time we could do it. So finally, we do have our brewing house back. By the way, is he investing? He is. I can invest more, I guess. But yeah, okay. We do see that he's investing, and that's good. I'm not going to jinx it by saying anything against it. Still fighting. Oh, is that something that we even would want to do? Because this comes close to... I go, they're fighting over here, I guess. That would be very long. We have to go oversea and then down there. But that would seem like some kind of crusade, I guess, coming to the help of Jerusalem. They're very prestigious, in a way. And let's think about it while we attend Barnica Domaslava's feast. Alright, there she is, looking very happy with herself. Yes, that takes 6 months still. Is that still going on? Well, I guess it'll be over soon. The fire roars, drinks have been had, and Johannes is calling out to me for a story. My first thought is of a famous Croatian folktale, a classic that never fails to delight. On the other hand, what if I told a story of my own life, perhaps of the time I was properly crowned by Chrysanthos as the rightful Kralj? Does he need to hear that? I don't know. But what else am I going to tell him anyway? So yeah, let's brag a little. Gives us some prestige. Why not? It's not doing any harm. How's our block doing, by the way? Not doing very well. And I guess that is due to them... Okay, so we need to invest prestige. That's a bit of a shame. Finally, the plague has left the realm, and we must take this as an opportunity to rise from the chaos it left in its wake. We now emerge from the wreckage of the old world, and the time has come to consider the new. I don't think it will be that dramatic, because it was at the fringes of our realm. Masses of survivors have already begun moving to Zupania of Sherem as their new haven, and this could prove to be an exciting opportunity for a new capital? That's a bit weird. I mean, we have figured out that this is in fact or should be, I think, the old Smyrnium, right? So there is a bit of a hireling hub, okay. But nah, that's a bit weird. That would be a bit weird if we did that now. Right. Sharing power with my sister. Okay, she is in fact our regent currently. Interesting. Don't know what to make of that. 5 months. And she's pregnant. Look at her. She has it all. Oh. There was once a time when Syracusa was considered among the greatest cities of the Mediterranean, equal to the likes of Rome and Athens. It even served as Byzantium's bulwark against incursions from Muslim and Latin foes. Yet for many years it has languished as a shadow of its former glory as Palermo overtook it in importance. However, with the restoration of Roman rule over the entire island of Sicily, the city is regaining its former fame and prosperity. Thanks in part to the efforts of Strategos Konstantinos, Syracusa is now once more the capital of the island. It is attracting trade as well as immigrants from other Byzantine lands and is ultimately rebuilding itself. Once more, Syracusa can stand strong as a jewel of the Mediterranean. Alright, okay. So... But I guess that one still has the duchy building. I think they just lied. They lied to me. Right, okay, by the way, we have Vojnomir here. And you know what, by the way, we are in the 4th generation now. And I think we've seen enough now to say that we can actually establish house traditions. I think it's about time. And I think I would go with distinction. I think that makes a lot of sense. That is how the Gušić have operated, for the most part, especially the 2 Josips, or the first Josip, and then I guess his father took to it. It was always about like what they did in order to make the family distinct, right? So yeah, I guess that makes a lot of sense. Influence, wisdom, nah. Let's go with that one then. So what do we get? Martial per level of fame, stewardship per level of fame, intrigue per level of fame, prowess per level of fame. Intrigue is minus, but that's fine, right? They have not been known for being very much intrigue focused. That much we can say. Monthly prestige plus 10%, courtier and guest opinion plus 10, accolade glory again plus 10%, legend spread sense plus 10%. Yeah, that's all nice. Favors arbitrary, eccentric, and brave. Yeah, that sounds like these are Gušić traits. There we are. Right. I guess we don't see too much because, yeah, okay, we are illustrious. Is that the second? No, the 3rd level. Okay. Ah, there we go. And now we can actually hold... Oh, we should have done that now. No, we shouldn't. Would be very weird to have our capital change to Smyrnium over there. Would certainly show us a direction, right? But, yeah, no, that's not what we're going with. Right. I think... Is this salvageable, anyway? My family gathered at the Great Hall and split... enjoying the realm's relative peace while we feasted. Mother regaled the family with a selection of Croatian poems. Oh, she's still around. That's 65 years of age. Look at her. Though I suspect at least one was her own. Meanwhile, cousin Diminica's daughter, Joanna... Ah, there we go. She's at our court. Was poorly behaved, unexpectedly getting in one argument after another for no good reason at all. Even so, it was good. We were all together, and that's what matters most. Can we find someone for... I mean, she's competent. Can we have her marry at court? That would be a good match then. Should he become callous, patient, calm? I guess that would work. Alright. What happened here? Oh, Claudia has died. Claudia has died. And now we have Raino Ivesic of Dubrovnik, of the house Karling, who's married to a beautiful Danish woman. Because why not? Look at him. Being, I guess he's a bit paranoid, but yeah, he's great. Great man. Is there anything we could or need to do with him? I guess not. He already has 2 sons. There we go. See, we have revived the Karling dynasty. I guess they still also have that one here. And there's some Karlings left over there as well, but they are going nowhere. So we are, in some generations, this will be the House of Karling. Okay, so whom do we put in that position? And we do see there's no really good option here for us, sadly, because a good marshal is what we need. Yeah, I guess I could give that to Domaslava. Could put someone else in that position, like Johannes and so on, but then we'll be... oh, I guess I could put Benny in that position. Preparing him for that point in time where we expect, or when we think that we could put him into power here. Yeah. Because they are fine. They are of course powerful rulers and so on, and they would expect their position, but or our good, like he's not very happy, is he? Mostly because he's zealous and yeah, alright, okay, that makes sense. But then I wouldn't want him in that position anyway. And Benny here is actually I think we would be loyal. So yeah, let's pick him. And maybe, yeah, okay, let's attend that feast there. Maybe we can visit that funny place. Oh, see, have a little tour across the realm. I guess that's fine too. Mountaineer, venerated local shrines. I don't think we need that one here right now. Do we also? No, we don't need anything. We can just go. There we are. With Schwaniger, my good friend. Joining that feast over here. That should give us some prestige as well, I think. Oh, the love story for the ages. Would you look at that? And he's even promoted to Marshal now. He should like us very much. That's another house Trpimirović. Okay, that's a bit weird. Spanier of Leiber, Prinzbischof. Oh, okay. So he has given land to the clergy. Interesting. I need to sneeze in a minute. Of course, when you say you don't have to then. That might happen any time now. Commander promoted. Borko Trpimirović. Christiani, right? Also not that impressive, no. No, look at him. Couldn't even, like, dress properly. Right. I can't wait to go home. That's our opinion of this nice little feast, I guess. So there we are. Oh, what was that? The lament for the Kralj, and when their final hour nears, hope shall they, their name brings cheers. I'm like only 32. I don't want any poems that kind of insinuate that I'm going to die soon. Thank you. Oh, Uncle gave away title. Alright, okay, yeah, okay. What else is new? Right. He learned some languages, and he's already studying one. Okay. Ah, Pomoria is converted to Catholicism. That's good. Then go ahead and... yeah, I guess do that in Rashka. What's happening here then? What's he doing there? Oh, what? Huch? Assassin in the shadows? That seems to be a mod thing, because there's a lot of text here that is not doing anything. Who is that guy? Wait a second. I have traveled... because I know that there is a mod that I have installed that lets you... but only if you have a rival. We don't have a rival. Was she behind that then? But why would she? Anyways, okay, so apparently we are approached by this guy here. A spurned lover, perhaps? I don't know. And then we kill him. I am the honorary guest here, by the way. What do we do? Do we actually have someone here that, because I said that, like, maybe that is something that I would do? Eckhard von Pitten. Oh, brave, eccentric, and arbitrary. Like, he is everything that our house wants to be, apparently. Oh, and Vukan here, who is a seraphic man. The interesting thing is, like I said in a comment, like, what would be his ideal in a man? Like, what would he find attractive? And of course, nowadays he would think, oh yeah, like muscly, bulky man and so on. But that is actually not the medieval ideal when it comes to beauty in men. It's quite the opposite, actually, right? So you would have, I think tall is a thing, but rather lanky or spindly, like thin, not very muscly at all, pale complexion, these kind of things, right? Soft, boyish in a way. That is the kind of ideal that yeah, people had in the medieval days when it came to what defines an attractive man. So, in that sense, I think both sound alright. I guess I would go with him then, because he fulfills that thing. Yeah, why not? A little fling on the side. Oh, look at everyone, so happy. Only he's not happy. Well, what's up with him? I guess he's ashamed because he's lowborn. Oh, look at her. She's fun somehow. I like her. Oh, my arousal causes stress. I see. As I guess there's not that much I can do about it. Yeah, by the way, yeah, this is not going away, is it? I guess I could have an alliance, an official alliance with my brother. That is something I could have. Ah, there's a wedding at court. Oh yeah, she's chosen. Very nice man, but this is a marriage that will result in the children not being Trpimirović's. She? No. That's who we're talking about. Alright, okay, so we are at 2. Is there any way? Yeah, wait a second. Alright, okay, yeah, that's not her being fat, that's her being pregnant. 75 gold and I'm done, actually. That's 23, that would be 37, that would not be enough, but 75 gold and I would be done. Right? Yes. Yes. There we go. Oath fulfilled. That gives me enough prestige now to... It's like dominoes. Like things are falling over. One thing leads to another. And now we can actually have our very own glagolitic script. Good stuff. We don't terribly need it, of course. Although that might lead to us actually putting some money into creating temple holdings. Because this is now worth so much more. Learning education traits and the scholar trait also give cultural fascination progress. That's something that his father would have liked to have. Oh well. What's that then? Okay. Yeah, but I guess again, that is the thing that I said from episode 1 that we would want to have. So there we go. We are doing everything that we set out to do. I am talking to my personal physician, Pribina. And apparently, if I just said that theological treatises would be nice for me, then I would lie and it would give me a great amount of stress. I don't know. In that case, I'll probably just not lie and just tell him that no, that's not a topic I would like to talk about. No. Can I now? I guess I can ask him to change his aspiration to safeguarding as well. Sitting opposite Vukan, a commoner from Slavonia, provides me with a veritable treasure trove of ways to tease him without breaking the rules of propriety. With a hearty yet languid lick, I collect a heavy mouthful of the sauce, coating my portion of goat. We maintain eye contact the entire time. Alright! That's him! Ah, he's lowborn. I didn't look at that. Okay. I can see from the look on his face that Vukan gets my message. What I can't quite discern is his expression. Is that lascivious interest or tumbling stomach? Yeah, that's clearly the face of lascivious interest over there. It's alarmingly difficult to say. Oh, interest. Yeah, okay. No, yeah. I think we would find out that that is apparently not working. So let's try something else. Oh, and even that did not work. You know what? I'm not trying that anymore then. But at least Albrecht of Tirol is nice to us, right? Albrecht leans over to tell me that he finds it impressive how knowledgeable I am about so many different things. Well, thank you. Unlike this, like, lowborn oaf here. In a drunken stumble, my vassal Jupan Marin unlatched the enormous cauldron hanging over the fireplace in the middle of the feasting hall. Savory broth welled forth to cover the floor in a sea of stew. The proud Koloman was caught by the rushing wave and loudly cursed his ruined appearance as grease ran down his face. Guests rushed to the other side of the hall as the thick mass spread greasy tendrils among skipping feet. Jupanika Neda stood catatonic in the middle of it all, shocked and horrified at the decadent waste. And apparently I don't like it either. This is giving me so much stress being here. And no. And this man does not deserve my attention. Certainly not. Oh, there we go. Why must I always do everything myself? How can I be expected to manage the affairs of Illyria when one half of my court is incapable of following my orders and the other doesn't even understand them? Yeah, I think he would grow irritable. Like, if it's stress level 2, I always roll the die, but I think at the first level we are still in control. And I think he would lash out. He would be angry. That's fine. Yeah. He's angry. He's an angry, angry man. But now we are not angry anymore, because is there anything more jovial than a good feast? I guess, yeah, when he is angry, he would mingle with folk that he actually likes. Right? That makes sense. There we go. We all smiled, satisfied. Our host has reason to be proud, although Jupa and Marin might carry more shame than satisfaction after overturning the cauldron. Yeah. As the feast winds to its inevitable conclusion, there's one event remaining that everyone is expecting, and that's Barnica Domaslava's toast to the guest of honor, me. It's a lovely moment, one that I've rather been looking forward to all evening, and it comes and goes all too swiftly. But yeah, she does the thing that's expected of her. Good. I am highly esteemed. There you go. Would have been terrible for her if she did something else there. Ah, and there we go. Now this actually happens, right? Ante has shown curiosity of her ancestry and is growing to be more like a child of House Gušić. I did that on purpose, like not doing that with Vojnomir. So he might turn out a bit different, but yeah, everyone else is now following in that way. Doesn't necessarily mean that they become brave, like all of them become brave. It can also be eccentric or arbitrary. Daylight pours through the windows, and in just one moment the whole hall becomes illuminated. Most of the seats are now empty. Some servants cheerily pay their respects and take their leave. Domaslava smiles at me. What a feast. Before coming, my clothes were slack and ill-fitting. Now I stagger out of Domaslava's halls, twice as full of food and merriment as when I arrived. This was a feast I will struggle to forget. Yeah, okay. It had its parts, but some other parts were not that great, I guess. Are we becoming an eager reveler? That is a question that is actually something we need to figure out. Is that something that he would enjoy? I mean, he did get irritable during this one. At the same time, he also liked to hang out with his friends, and he does have a lot of friends. You know what? I will roll for this one, actually. It's a 5, so no. We decide that feasting is not for us, actually. Well, there we go. While journeying through the expansive plains of Slavonia, your party stumbles upon a peculiar sight. A horse burial ceremony is taking place, an ancient custom of these lands when a warrior falls. The locals, recognizing you as lord, invite you to pay your respects and participate in the traditional rites. The horse, as explained by Stanislava, was the loyal companion of the fallen warrior, and burying them together ensures their reunion in the afterlife. That's okay. The ceremony is solemn, with the mournful melodies of the gusle? I don't know. Echoing across the plains. Oh yeah, okay, we know that he has a bit of a warrior streak, right, in him, so maybe he will pay his respects in that case. Yes. That sounds good. That sounds right. Oh yeah, by the way, we do have enough prestige now to upgrade the market. There we go. Visited St. Mark's of Zagreb. Ooh. Oh yeah, by the way, I forgot about this. What is happening here? Defending against Kaiser folk. Ah, he is also allied to the Pope. I see. That's why he was participating in that war. I can pay the ransom for him, but I won't do that. Don't see a reason why I would. Ah, there we go. The booze again. Now we just figured out that he's not so keen on that, right? Yeah, there you go. Let's move on. No booze for me. Could actually go to a hunt. That is something we could do. I guess we don't have that. Don't have that anymore. That option here, because yeah, we wasted too much time. So what's going on in Hungary? What is he doing? He is fighting again. This time... Alright. Fighting here. So he's reconquering, I guess. It is very hard to hold lands, nomadic lands, because you have to feudalize them in order to properly hold them. Otherwise, they will just, yeah, do that at some point. Can host a feast. Oh yeah, that is the blessed. All right, yeah. Let him know she left this mortal realm on 27th September 1142. Yeah. So finally she is now blessed. Not a saint. That's something different. Can we actually notify me when we can do a hunt as well? Yep. Maybe just do one. Let's see. Where do we do it? Could go for there. Oh, I do see it's actually quite alright. Down like, and I never choose that option here because it just gives you a bit of success chance, but it's not that much anyway. So it's is it paused now? Anyway, manage the guests. Oh, he's not coming. Cultural exceptions of creations is -10. Okay. Guess we can have the guests as well. He's not coming. Ah, too far away. I guess he's coming from there. Oh, well then, let's just try to slay a beast and start the hunt. Oh, it was September. I didn't look. Normally, I would do that. Like after winter. What's she doing over there? What are you doing? He has another daughter? Okay. Oh, he is not swayed. We don't need to do that anymore. We don't need that. Is anyone else here in our own realm not very satisfied? Oh yeah, okay, that's yeah, we can do that with him. Right, soon we will be starting. Why do I not see? Now we're starting. Right, there we are. Oh, marketplace already built. Great stuff. As we just continue then. And again, we will just go for strategist. -4. Yeah, okay. He is losing Mecca and all of that, but I guess that's fine, actually. A long time has passed since I decided to focus on emulating the fame of my dead father. Even longer since his death, it is stressful and demanding to step out of his shadow. I still feel the world judging me, not by my deeds alone, but always in comparison to Kralj Vojnomir. I know I am respected, but is it enough? What more can I do to be remembered? To be more than my father ever was? Yeah, that is the point where he's starting to think, okay, can I actually surpass him? I want to be like the first Josip, but what can I actually do about it? I'm surrounded by these very powerful realms, and allied to them even, so there's nothing we can do about that. Have to be more patient. Do we still have the... We still have the weak hook on him. Nah, she's rough looking. I don't want that. I want just the prettiest girl for my son to marry. And who knows? When he's gone, we might have another Kaiser anyway, right? So, Although at this point, his son is expected to inherit. That's interesting. Okay. Vitor assembles the party as the sun rises over the camp in the mountains near Plav. After piecing together information from the few local gamekeepers, there is some talk about the tracks and fumes nearby. There's clearly a small roebuck nearby, but no recent traces of larger game. Vitor shrugs. No matter, leaping roe can still give mighty good sport. Yeah, but I want to hunt something with Wim. Wim? Wim. I want to hunt a wolf. We're looking for wolves. I'm not going without a wolf. Oh, that's a very nice background image. And we have poachers. We find poachers in the highlands. Just telling them to get out. Nah, yeah, okay, I guess vengeful nature and so on. Hang and the families will pay. Or we just... Yeah, I'll just go that way. Great! That even worked. So just confiscated everything. Trolislav has died. So now we have... Borislav. Neda is his sister. And she is my direct vassal. So when she dies, he's going to... Or he would inherit. He's probably dying before her. But then he would inherit. And then I have to take it back, I guess. Because that is part of the Rashka Duchy. Or Banovina. Anyway, so he does have a secret about my cousin here. You know what? I'm not interested. I'm here for hunting. Don't really care. My glory is widely known. That is great. That pushes us to 26 in stewardship. There you go. My vassal, Ban Strezinia, signals across the valley. The whole wolf pack crouches in a hollow not far off. The beasts bolt up on our approach, howling the alarm as they retreat into the dense trees, fangs snarling. We chase after the fleeing grey vermin, focusing on the largest of the group. Now begins the real chase. Yeah, after them. Right. Toot 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 toot. Noot noot. This is a foghorn. Oh, by the way, I guess we are not at war, right? So that's where I should switch to the different regalia. Maybe we keep the foghorn for now. That's good for a hunt. Oh, look at that. That's our brother. He looks fierce. Oh, there we go. After hours of riding, we are finally cornering the wily beast. Our chase has not been in vain. Whether tired or defiant, the wolf at last halts, turns toward us, and lets out an almighty howl. The huntsmen quickly surround the growling animal, which glowers at me, its bare fangs frothing and dripping with saliva. I'll shoot it. I guess that one here is a 15% chance I'll die, and I know. He is brave, of course, but he's also calm. He's not someone who does very rash things, so shooting it is the thing to do, I think. Oh, look at him. Vojnomir's like, yeah, that was good. Straight into the beast's heart, no less. So there we go. Right. The cursed wolf skull. I think we still have some room in our... I don't want to send that to my brother-in-law. Let me just check. Yeah. There we go. Look at that. Some little animal on the wall. Why do we... Ah, okay. Cold humor flu. Yeah, I guess if it goes here, then it might spread fast in our direction. So that's something to look out. As you travel through the flatlands of Duklia, you are invited to a feast by a local noble, Nenad. The banquet hall is filled with laughter, music, and the clinking of goblets. The highlight of the feast is the traditional black risotto, a dish made from squid ink, rice, and seafood. It's a delicacy unique to this region, but its unusual appearance and unfamiliar ingredients might not sit well with everyone's stomach. Nenad offers you the first spoonful while the entire hall watches and in anticipation. Okay, is it that much of a... Well, I guess I can eat it. I'm a brave man. I will do that. Okay. I guess we survived that one. Can pardon Borislav, but what has he done? What has he done? Attempted family murder. Can actually, again, like that is the weird thing, right? I can't actually see whom he tried to murder. Does that mean he tried to murder my brother? Well, that doesn't go. That must be it, right? Has committed crimes, attempted family murder that you can pardon him for. The game is not very clear when it comes to that, because does that mean he tried to kill someone in his own family? But there is no rival that he has in his own family. Or does it mean he tried to kill Pravanik? Well, I guess I'll go home. In the meantime, I'll show that this guy here. he had the small sum of 240 gold with him, I guess. And what's that here? Patches of mold cover the bread. Pilfered provisions. Popular pin at -25. Well, okay. I guess nature will provide for us then. Did not die. Good. The high altitude and the brisk air of Ragusa has a very refreshing quality as we traverse the local hill fort. I think I've had that before, right? We are in a hurry. But why would I... That's stressful for me because I'm brave. Because I would not allow Pribina here to study to be a commander, which he clearly has no interest in. So now, thank you very much. I'll just take the stress then. Don't know why that will stress me out, but there we go. Okay, so we're going to have a conflict. That's a warehouse. Good. Barracks. How's this doing? Nothing so far. Alcohol, alcohol. Nah. Amorous passion. Okay. The rise of Yazidism. Okay, I'm not going to read it up because that I wouldn't even know about this, right? Why would I know? Okay, so how do we go about this? Apparently, Borislav here tried to kill our own brother. That cannot go. That is obviously something that we can't have. Now, thing is, he is part of the block here. Of the Prije-Polje block. That includes the 3,857 guys from the Jamomitic family. There we go. Oh, that is him. Why does he... Alright, that's the whole members of his house. And for whatever reason... for whatever reason that I don't quite understand, his sister has access to 1,876 special soldiers. Okay. Yeah. So that's where distinction obviously isn't that good, because now we don't have a good intrigue. Good level of intrigue. I mean, what I obviously can try to do is doing the opposite. Try to murder him. Or imprison him. Because apparently we're good at that. He's intimidated. My court grandeur factors into this too. But there's a 4% chance that this might go sideways. And then we have a big problem at our hands. What else goes into this? Intrigue. So maybe... Okay, that's a difference between a +1 and a +2. Although I guess... Oh, it's still just 96. Okay. Oh. Thanks for nothing, wife. There we go. Difference in your military strength. That's at max already. Opinion is at max. He has okayish intrigue. Personality +12. I guess that would not be good, even though it sounds good. But that will make him lose opinion of us, and that will then lead to us not being able to be so efficient when it comes to imprisoning him. Hey, you know what? Let's risk it. Jesus Christ. 4%. There we go. As per my orders, Ban Borislav is now to be confined to his home. I've posted some of my guards to ensure he's compliant with the house arrest. Good. So, again, how do we go about this? He is now at our house arrest. If I were to... Well, yeah, okay, let's... oh, he's already here. He was beamed. I could, of course, execute him. Oh, here's my cousin! No, I could not do that. Okay. I mean, even if I did, then... yeah. People would not like it. His house would not like it. The house relations would worsen and so on. And that is something I don't necessarily want. And his vengeance, again, vengeance is a cold vengeance. It's not like very hot-headed. I guess I could banish him. If he is banished, then his son will take over, and he is just he's already inapathetic. Like, he would be meaningless afterwards. I guess. Could also move him to the dungeon. So torture him a little. Again, people are not going to like that. But again, like, yeah, again, I don't want the whole house relations to worsen just because of that, right? He is still family. That means something. Obviously, I want to make sure that he cannot harm our brother anymore. But I guess now we could request his excommunication. And it becomes my rival. Well, you're happy to try to be my rival. Oh, I guess in that case I can challenge him to a duel. I guess I cannot because he's imprisoned, but I can let him go, banish him, and yeah, I think I'll do that. And torturing is not a thing a brave man would do. I think that kind of stuff is beneath him. He wants to harm him, definitely, but he will do so in a way. Well, first of all, you get banished, mate. No, I can't do that. Yeah, okay, so we banish him. There he is. Aha, okay. Fleeing to her court. I can invite him to my court. Okay. Because he would actually... He would not... Can't actually do that. Can't release my anger because I need a higher stress level, apparently. I can invite him to my court. Okay. I guess I could. That's his son, though. Tolislav. That's fine. Okay. I think I handled this well. By the way, we do have some money. Do want to do something with the money that we have. Might actually invest in some better... in some infirmaries here. Right. Yeah, I can do that. Oh, I have arrived in Split to pay homage to you, glorious Kralj. Oh, I guess he's in bad health, actually. Infected wound. Aggravated wound. There's something I can do for you. I guess I can give him the cheese. Like, he would survive this, right? If we just waited long enough. Infected wound is not something that goes away easily, right? That one here will last for another year or so. Anyways, okay. So, he comes to our court. Our dynasty earns some renown, which is always good. How are we doing here? I think we'll be fine. Stress. Oh yeah, by the way, can we... Oh no, we can't because she is ill. Make love, that was what I was looking for. There we go. But she is ill, so we can't. I think I'm kind of waiting for him to die. Look at him, he's yeah, becoming slimmer and slimmer. Oh, we have bastards! The bastards of Zagorje. Alright. There we go. Guess we cannot do that now. What? Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, it is the cold humor flu. Right. I just thought you would be safe from it, but yeah. That's what I thought. Like, as soon as it got here, like, then everything is ripe for the picking. Cold humor... It's consumption! Oh! 26. Can we... Why do I not see where it is going? Why doesn't it tell me? Oh, damn it. We have it. We do have it, right? Oh. Should we do plan B? Because I really hate... I don't want to have another Feast of Doom kind of event thing. So how about this? How about for the time being... We move. There we go. The colorful cooler. While traversing the hilly terrain of Zaklumia, your party discovers a vibrant cooler. Oh, right, okay, yeah, that's the same thing that we always get, right? We have no time for this. We're trying to get away. And what the... Jesus Christ. What has happened here? The dead of night. My Marshal Benny tiptoes to my... Jesus Christ, it's like a cartoon thing. On his tippy toes, who is dozing on a slope. Benny rolls Stasha down the hillside where sharp rocks ensure quick and painful demise. Benny quickly scans the area, unaware that I've seen everything. Ugh. I guess I don't care too much about her. Although she was married to Braslav here, and that's going to be a big mess when he finds out. Fascinating technique. Yeah, I guess I'm not going to expose it because that's only... No. You know what? I will take that option here. We just study. We wonder what's happening here. He's on his tippy toes, like, moving forward. Throwing her down the hill. And we're just like, fascinating. By God! There's been a murder! Who would wish death upon our thoughtful Stasha? And why were they so brutal? My personal physician, Pribina, continues. Yes, indeed. Who would ever dream of doing something like this to poor, innocent Stasha, Benny says. In the corner of my eye, I can see him holding back a chuckle. Ugh. No, I guess in that case, I will not say anything about it. I think we want to get out of this area, right? So I guess in that case, we do shuffle some supplies around. Yeah. How are we doing? We are getting away from it. Okay, that's good. Promise we're walking down the coast here. No, I'm not going to do any gardening right now. I just want to get away from this. Anyway, so we are in the mountains. Some escape under the sea. We escape under the mountains. And look at that. Our manor here looks a bit different. Nice. Okay, more workshop. Right. So I'll just wait for a second until we are actually there. With the Archon's elections. Yeah, no, again, like I just want to enter Stari Trgovište, and then we are done for today. There you go. There we are, safe and sound in the Serbian heartland, escaping whatever happens here. And, yeah, I guess that's it for now. So, see you next time. Cheers. Bye-bye.